Morning, PJ. Mike, how are you, sir? Morning. Had to put my other eyeballs on before I popped on camera. Look at that hair. Like it's wetted down. Morning, Jeff. How we doing, folks? Sunday morning. It's chilly out. It's a little frosty. But I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a beautiful day. Morning, Justin. Good morning, Rose. How are you, dear? Looking forward to seeing you in here tomorrow night. It's going to be a beautiful day here today, almost 50 degrees, sunshine. The next 4 days are going to be in the 50s. Almost 60 a couple of the days, and just sunshine and beautiful. And I looked ahead. Going fishing today. There you go. Probably wouldn't be a bad morning to do, or a bad day to do that a little bit later in the day. I looked ahead, date-wise and weather-wise. There was no snow or anything like that, and it looked like we may have possibly turned the corner. I know, Rose. I hadn't seen you in a while, and I'm looking forward to having you in here. You're such an amazing talent, and we know what happens today. Tune into American Idol today. Or Jeff, you just passed through 69. It does look good. The only thing, and I'm not saying this to be mean to any the way it was done, but morning, Jamie. How are you, dear? The minute you hit Martinsville, you're out of it. You're gone. I mean, you're through it in no time. So we have to devise a way to get businesses and people off the interstate. That's my opinion. It's not political. It's just my opinion. I'm done being political as far as running for office or any silly stuff like that. I don't want anything to do with it. But I can say political things. Good morning, Luke. Rose, are you still in Florida? Just asking. Just throwing that out there. Hopefully you'll be back tomorrow. Coffee is hot. Extremely hot. Before I get to my sponsors, coming up later today, we will be at Bars on Fire from around 12 to 2. Is their second day of their event they're doing. Stop over there. Jessica and Chris, they're all hardcore. Yes, you are. What's the weather down there, dear? Oh, it's probably like 70 right now, and sunshine and blue sky, and just an awesome time. Looking forward to tonight. Honestly, she's not been able to tell us anything or anyone what went on. But regardless, good morning, Frida. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Bill. Regardless, that young lady is an amazing talent, and her future is bright, no matter what transpires on the show. Just an incredibly talented individual that we are lucky enough to have from our area. And I'm blessed enough to have her come in here and get to hear her sing and perform. And she's a bit of a prankster, and she likes to have fun, and I like that. And she gives me grief, and I enjoy that. And she likes getting it back too. So I've known her father an extremely long time. Morning, Judy. So they're good folks, and happy to have Rose in and out of here. And I don't need a TV to tell me she's talented or not talented. You can sit with her for 5 seconds and know what type of person she is, and we love her for that. So how about Jeff? I did not know that he qualified for the National Spelling Bee. Well, that's freaking fantastic. We got to have him on. And I think we should put him and Billy in a spelling contest against each other in here. Billy, your word is cat. Don't mess it up. There's Shelley. Well, that's freaking outstanding. Jeff, do you know his name? Anybody know his name? So evidently, from what Jeff's saying, is a kid from John Wooden Middle School qualified for this National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. Rose, I couldn't spell back when we had to spell. Thank God for spell check. That's all I got to say. Got to get him on the air. That'll be fun. Oh, that coffee's... I don't know. I don't even know what brand it is. Called it True, but it makes one of those doogies. Put in there and heat it up. It does a good job. I got it like at Royal King for like $10. I know, Jeff, same here. Real quick, before we get too deep into the show, I want to thank my sponsors, American Basement Solutions, Larry Ralph Sr. It's going to be spring. It's already been soaking wet. I just got a ping on my phone. Good play on words. I do not, Bill. I saw they were running. I got to get his sponsorship up on our... Congratulations, Jace. The kid's a stud. American Basement Solutions. It's going to be wet. Even more so this spring. Contact Larry Ralph Sr. at 1-877-409-2837. Fathom Real Estate. Teresa Messmer. She does so much for our show. She's a good friend. 765-341-8911. Reps Fitness, of course, right here in town. Stop in there and talk to Scotty, or Corey's in there sometimes. Drink the Creek is coming up. May 7th, opening day. Cannot wait for that. Blandon Boys Lawn Care, 765-315-9656. Talk to Larry. Tell him, hey, I heard Kevin on Porch Time talking about you guys do lawn work. All my sponsors want to hear that. If you run into these people, say, I love it that you guys are sponsoring Porch Time or whatever, just say something to them. Even if you're not using them, they'd like to know they're getting their money back from the community. They see we got 12,000 people or whatever that can watch this. Excuse me, they want to know that. Findhelp.org, that is through Judge Williams. That's a pretty cool thing. Go on there if you're in need of help of many areas. Money, abuse. I know it's not nothing nice to talk about, but there's a lot of things on there that it covers. Wayman's. I mean, what more can I say about Wayman's? They've been here forever. I talked to Mark. Good dude, good family, and we're happy to have them as sponsor. 765-342-4339. Everybody needs appliances, mattresses. Stop in there. Talk to Wayman. Wellspring, Bob Goodrum. He just got out of the hospital. He's doing well. I saw he's already posted again. 765-346-6661. They take care of a lot of the homeless. I see everybody today post, hey, we got somewhere we need to drop clothes off. Top two, in my opinion, Wellspring and Red Barn. Go from there. And, of course, our favorite sponsor for keeping us warm and cool, Stead's Comfort System, 765-346-0195. Contact Caleb. I'm Kevin sent you. All right. Abram Polly. I wonder if he's related to the other Pollys. Hang on, Jeff did send me a... That's fantastic. Thanks, Jeff. Congratulations to that young man. That is outstanding. Jack Light, good morning, and good morning. I ate brain chills this morning because of Porch Time. Hair is on point. You know how long it had me get this hair like this morning? I mean, you think Rose takes time with her hair? Maybe you should. What's up, G? Hope all is well down there. That's 2 on here from Florida right now with Rose down there. Hope you're doing well as also, old man. As I said, a little bit later on today, coming up around noonish, between noon and 2, I'll be over at Bars on Fire. They're doing their event. There's another one. Florida's in the house today. Valerie. That makes 3 listeners down in Florida. I'm just going to have to relocate. Kenny says, beautiful morning. Everyone have a blessed day. Thank you, dear. Same for you. There's Susan. Good morning, Susan. How are we doing? It's coffee time. Is there a better drink in the morning? I was seriously late last night when I posted, if someone could invest in a taco truck, and you have a little grill, maybe, and some sides, and something easy, quick and easy, soft and hard shell, nothing extravagant. What's up, Tim? And you post it on Facebook. A taco truck will be out tonight. Send me your address. Tell me what you want. let me finish this. But the dude would drive around, take your orders, and deliver the tacos. Fresh, right there. Jeff, when he was in here, I forget what was going on. But he ended up sitting down, and then someone started playing a song, and he's over singing into the mic. He just took over the show. I was like, he's over there. He instantly, I mean, it was no longer porch time. A traveling taco truck. See, that's what I'm saying, Susan. Just right around the city. Get stale when you live with them. Rose from the top row. Good morning, Beth. Real quick, we have our second annual, make sure I'm in front of the camera, golf outing. And this is near and dear to us because it's the Porch Time LLC Scholarship Fund awards scholarships to students graduating from any Morgan County high school who intends to pursue a 2 to 4 year degree. We're giving away 2 of those this year. You're not going to find a cheaper tournament to cover. Whole sponsorship is $225. A team is $160. It's out at Foxcliff. Doug's happy to have us out there. It's for a great cause. Get involved with that. That's fun stuff. And it'll be a fun day. And the date is April 30th. I'm sorry. Get a hold of myself or Bethany. We need sponsors. We need 20-some sponsors, and we need 20-some teams. We got some coming in, but we can never have enough teams or sponsors. That's going to be a fun day. And also, if you want to donate a prize to be given away, we'll gladly accept that. Try the new restaurant out there. I intend to, Beth. Cannot wait for that. Rose, or JB, I'm sorry, Rose, JB. I just seen O'Neill. I was laying there last night and I was thinking, what would be the taco song? And I was like, you got to have some Latino music, is what I was thinking. Not trying to offend anybody, but I would think, or something catchy. Maybe a mariachi band playing, and you got to hear it. You can hear the ice cream truck from a little over 5 miles away. You should be able to hear the taco truck from just as far. I mean, can you imagine? You've come home from work. Maybe you've had a drink or two. You don't want to go out. Just mariachi music. There you go. There you go. Thanks, Rose, for the correction. And you order you some. You text them. I want 2 soft tacos, 1 hard taco. 909 East Columbus. Car's back on my way. Pulls up. Makes him right there. You give him $20 because you don't care at that point because you got 3 tacos. And he drives to the next one. I'm sure there's laws that they would have to abide by in ordinances. But you're like, oh, I hear the taco truck. It's down on West Washington right now. We'd have to do that. I think that's what Billy Owens needs to do. Get rid of that beard first and that goofy hat, and then do the truck. All right, do not forget, coming up, I feel it's one of the greatest concerts ever to hit our community. Morgan County Fairgrounds, Morgan County Pre-Concert, June 18th, 5 p.m. Around evenings and weekends, exactly. Taco truck driving. Hey, it's the best I got right now, JB. I love tacos. Trace Adkins, Lone Star, Diamond Rio, Big Country, and our very own, the lovely and talented Miss Rose O'Neill. I think that's how I'm going to introduce you from now on. Our very own, lovely and talented Miss Rose O'Neill. I mean, tell Bill if he's going to have that truck, I'll fry the brown. There you go, Bill. There you go. That's the Bill and Bill Show. Yep, April 2nd at Hubler. You get the discounts if you buy the tickets at Hubler, April 2nd. Don't forget that. Also, opening day at Cedar Creek, May 7th. Pavel Direct and Contact and Son de Escuela. I'm messing that up. As close as I got. Latin American Fiesta Night. That is Cinco de Mayo week. May 7th. That will be a fun show. You cannot miss that show. If you're going to Cedar Creek, got to go May 7th. I'm still stuck on the Morgan County. I just love Trace, love Lone Star, love Diamond Rio, love Big Country, love Rose. I mean, does it seriously get any better than that? That's going to be phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's going to be a beautiful day, a high near 50 today, sunshine. There you go. Hey, wait a minute, Doc. Congratulations, by the way. The big guy posted the picture online. She said yes. He just snuck that in there. He hadn't said anything to us or anything. And next thing you know, bam. He's engaged. That's awesome. And congrats. Call it 2 bills, tacos, and charge $2 for each taco. And then, of course, whatever you want to tip them. Excellent marketing. Excellent marketing. Good morning, Ruth. All right, we've talked about sponsors. I'm glad she said yes. Yeah, that's always it's that awkward moment where you don't know what direction it's going to go. She says, no, your life's going to spin out of control, and next thing you know, you're going to have a podcast talking about everything else. But, geez. We talked about concerts. We talked about the golf outing. We talked about our sponsors. Got a couple more things to address. The weather. It's going to be magnificent today. Over the next 4 days, it's going to be like 47 a day, and then 50s the next 3 or 4 days, and sunshine. We need sunshine. With so much crap going on in this world right now, get out and soak up some rays. Enjoy the almost spring air. And just let the stress of everything that's going on around us go away. I think we all need a little bit of that. Detach from the phones. I'm going to be live today around 12, between 12 and 2 at Bars on Fire. That's going to be fun over there. Stop in there, promote that a little bit. Clean the table. Need to clean the table. Bruce McKee, how we doing, sir? That is an outstanding human being right there. Even though he's Air Force. Let us not forget. Second annual Star Search. Second season Star Search. $1,000 winner. To $1,000 whoever wins. Bouncers Are Us is the sponsor this year. Amateur singers are encouraged to audition for this free competition. No acapella, no backing tracks. Artists must play or be accompanied by a guitar. They either play by themselves or be accompanied by a guitar or keyboard. Solo artists, duos, trios only. Auditions will be accepted via email until March 31st. Email blporchtime@gmail.com. Contact me. I can give you that. It's going to be fun. $1,000. Maddie won it last year. We do have a contestant already. One has signed up. Let Billy know that we'll have plenty of hot, mild sauces. Bill's taking all the hot and milds from Taco Bell and he saved them. That's good stuff, Bill. Yeah, if you know somebody that can perform, get a hold of them. It's $1,000. $1,000 cash. There's JB. He come back in. $1,000 cash. See, like JB could come in here and perform. Good morning, Jason. JB could come in here and do the Star Search, and I think he'd probably win. I think we'd need to have JB and Scotty Manley come in here as in a sing-off. I know it, Nikki, I know it. It was so fun last year. From my point of view, because I cannot sing. $1,000 would buy a lot of time. At least 500. It's so fun from my point of view because I cannot sing like that. Nor I don't think I'd have the nerve to do it. And man, I mean that's the thing. People like Rose, these individuals that can just stand up in front of a crowd of, I don't care if it's 25 people or 25,000 people, and just, I mean, you're pouring your heart through the song, emotion-wise, and they do that just no problem. One thing that I found interesting that a lot of the people say, even the ones we have in here on Monday Music Hour, the ones that sing everywhere all over the state, and I don't know if Rose feels this way or not, I forget what her answer was, and that most of them have said it offline, that small settings like this, when there's only a few people in the room, they're more uncomfortable around than it's a full stage of people. And I understand. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But I'm not that talented, so it's hard for me to grasp that situation. But anyway, if you have anyone interested in that, get a hold of us. That's a fun time, and we're looking forward to that. Monday Music Hour tomorrow. Rose is in studio. Dallas Hayden is in studio. It's going to be a fun show. That means JB will be in studio. Our resident photographer will be in studio, Scott Wallace. I don't know if you guys know Scott, but that guy is phenomenal at taking pictures. He has an eye for excellence. And he does a wonderful job. Nikki, that May 7th concert out there at Cedar Creek is going to be off the chart. Latino bands, Cinco de Mayo week. It's going to be fun. Hey, Mike, that's better than what I can do. I think I got a D- on playing that. Was it a recorder or a flute or what did we play? We played the flute, didn't we? Did we play the recorder? Or is there even a difference? And your birthday week. Boom. That'll be a blast for you. I really wish I could talk politics right now without getting shut down because I could get fired up real quick. I'm telling you, I need my Truth Social account. Get active. So I can see if we can do this there. And if we can, then at some point in time, the changeover will occur. But until then, I have to somewhat bite my tongue because... Ooh. I know Jeff well, Kay. Yes, he does. Hey, it is open to all. Tell him, come on in. I will just say this. I hope none of our boys and girls, men and women of our military, get put in harm's way over there in that part of the world. I don't think we should be worrying about... I understand that bad things are going on, but I don't want to invest one single dime into a country to secure their border when ours is wide open still. It's just tip the iceberg, folks. We can't get into that. I miss the good old days where I could rant for hours on here and they didn't say a word. Yeah, I'll get that message. Your account has been suspended for 45 days. Whatever. Jeff's a good dude. And I'm sure I think I've heard him sing. I've been to a couple services. It'd be fun to have him in here. Hey, if you know someone that's interested in being in the contest, get a hold of us. Have them get a hold of us. And we'll go from there. There's a lot of them, Bill. But yes, excuse me, you're right. There's hot spots popping up all over, and that's what I wish I could speak on. But in fairness to everybody else involved with this, I can't go overboard with it. I don't want to do that to them. Oh, I've already asked him once this week. Can I go on there and just snap? Nope. Anyway. Better things. It's going to be 47 today in sunshine. Chilly this morning. Get out there. Enjoy the day. It's God's day. It's Sunday. Say a prayer for our country, for our military, and those affected by what's going on in parts of the world. Regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, any loss of life is tragic and unnecessary, in my opinion. So, Justin, I worry that, of course, if you go I got to do this carefully. If the UN gets involved, then we would. It just depends. I hope that I keep hearing de-escalation and things like that. Just wondering what you thought. I had to spill my I spilled water earlier, so I'm filming for you. I cannot spill coffee in the morning. That's a party foul. I worry that. Well, I mean, real quick, and a lot of people miss this. Hotspots wise, North Korea started their crap last night. You got another communist nation closing in on a very small island that we won't mention names. We actually did a military event in Somalia, and it didn't even make the news. We went in there and shelled or did something, our own country. Israel was bombing Syria. Turkey was running air raid drills over Greece. It's all over. Right, Justin, I agree with that. It's just all over, and you still have Iran. I saw that, JB. I figured that's what you're saying. I don't know. I just want our troops to stay out of this right now. I mean, we could really discuss this. If Russia wanted to invade Ukraine and take it out in less than 48 hours, they could have. Why they didn't, I don't know. Their doctrine of war is normally to mask the border and charge through 100% scorched earth. They didn't do that. They didn't take out their command and control. They didn't take out their TV, their internet, their leaders. Why? I don't understand that. They're using old equipment. The equipment they're using is 80s and 90s era tanks and stuff like that. They have better than that. I don't get that. So some of it is kind of odd and peculiar to me, the way things are going. I understand that the Ukrainians have been stocked with some high expensive toys from us. So it's kind of a whole weird deal. And I mean, if you listen to Candace Owens, she said it's our fault. We're at fault here in certain areas, and not us, UN wise. And I get it. Put a taco. It's I don't know, weird situation over there, and you can't believe any of the photos you see on media or any of the stories from either side. So I've seen 15 photos, and they're like, "Oh, look at this." Then you find out the woman with the bandage on was 2 wars ago, or over in Syria. The one guy, oh, he said he died. He died 3 wars ago. Good morning, Jennifer. So I quit looking at photos. I quit following anything like that. I do follow. I have watched 2 reliable sources that are actually in Ukraine, which is a different take. Yeah, it was. It's interesting. I don't know. I mean, when we go into to a nation or something like that, it's pretty common. You're going to take command control, their ability to communicate, their ability to get aircraft off the ground. You're going to eliminate the leadership. Boom, 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 boom. Right now, until that's done. We're not doing anything else. That's not what happened here. And it's a country. It's a big country, but it's nothing that they couldn't, with the amount of power they have, couldn't deal with. And it's just, you're like, what's up with that? I don't. The leader of Ukraine's running around making TikToks and tweets, and brave dude. Morning, Shannon. He's a brave man. I give him that. But he is an actor and a comedian too. So let's keep things in perspective. So it's a world away from us, but yet again, it's right in our backyard when you really think about how small the planet can become at times. Anyway, I could go on that stuff for hours, and I could have a room full of people that are just gnawing at the bit to come in and talk about things like that. And eventually, I hope we either get back to that on here or another platform. That's what we're working towards, because those were fun shows, and I don't mind the give and take from either side. I'm going to argue my stance as hard as I can. And that's debating is a good thing. Discussion is a good thing. Get into the name calling and you're an idiot, or you're stupid, thing. We don't need that. We can agree to disagree, but debating is a healthy thing. That's how we communicate as humans. Am I going to change you of your opinion? Probably not. Are you going to change me? Not a chance. But I mean, there could be things that people listening that do not know, and you open their eyes, and then you get them to research, and you get them to... There's a school teacher on here. School teacher, good morning. Is debating a good thing? Justin Collier, is debating a good thing? Of course it is. We know it is. Right, wrong, or different. Nothing wrong with a good debate. I remember we had a guy on here. It was about a year and a half ago, and he's like, why do you dislike the Democratic Party so much? And I was like, I just don't believe in any of their core values at this point in time. That guy left the site and never said another word. And I was like, dude, you asked me a question. What? That's what I know this country should. I agree. Just 100%. 100%. Get back to the basics like, oh, here we go. We're in class right now. Listening to each other is a good thing. It makes for healthy discussion. All the way from the Monroe Gregg School District. Right, you have to debate no words here. Exactly, Justin. And I like the engagement. You draw interest. That's why we do this. Is what the premise of the show was before our mics got squashed. I always would joke that and it's not a joke. It's serious, but I joke about it. How it started. I would sit on my front porch on the other end of Columbus Street where I lived, and might have been some rum involved, but I would sit there and watch the world go by and see things transpire throughout the evening. And I didn't sleep well, and I still don't. I would go out there at 2 or 3 in the morning, and it's always active. And I would log it on Facebook, and I would say something about it. Good morning, Teresa. And one night when I was out there, a friend stopped by, and then I posted, we solved all the world's problems. The next night, there was 3 people. Then a few days later, there was another 2 people. And that's how I took what I did and said, we're going to do this. And so we were doing that off and on for a while, and then we got squashed. And so listen to the words of the wise teacher. Listen to each other is a good thing. It makes for a healthy discussion. But you got to listen. You got to listen to hear, not listen to respond. Both sides. Exactly, Justin. Communication is the key to life. Relationships, work, education, everything. If we lose our ability to communicate with each other, it's game over. And I think it's vital that you listen to hear, not listen to reply. And we're all guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. I was married once. I know what it's like to listen to reply. Guilty. I'm like, oh boy. I'm just, yeah, sure, whatever. Sure, you paint the entire house. Go ahead. I don't care. Anyway. This is gone. This morning show has gone a little different than I thought it would this morning when I was. Exactly, Teresa. I'm ready for baseball. There you go. Exactly, Teresa. And I'm always ready. Well, if we get back to baseball, we humans with different experiences and perspectives, so you also have to respect the others and their opinion. You have to respect it. Doesn't mean you have to agree with it or go along with it or vote yes to it. Or call them an idiot. Mike's ready for Special Olympics summer games. I'm ready for warm air. We've all been sick. Every one of us has been sick this winter. I want to be able to shut off my heater. My number 3 is playing this year, and I think my second old's too. Awesome. We will be, Bill's coming in. Hamilton's coming in on soon enough. I got to get him in here. There's Big Dan. And then we'll be covering some games out there this year. Opinions are like butts. Everyone has one, and usually they stink, but we need... My butt does not always stink. Freshly showered. Everything's good right now. Right now. Now, if I go eat some sprouts and some radishes, and then maybe it's a different story. Oh, name calling is the worst. Yeah, normally in a debate, when someone calls me a name, I laugh and say game over because I'm done. Football's training started in April. Wow. Big Dan coming in with 100 stars this morning. Boom. Thank you, Dan. You're the man. I appreciate it. That's awesome. How long have we been on? This morning show has turned into something much larger than I thought. Oh, I hit something. Hang on, kids. Hang on. Don't leave me yet. Get back to where I was getting to. Morning, Dan. Bullying people's the worst. I agree 100%. I'm ready for sunshine. Did's comfort air keeps you comfortable in all weathers. It does. Look, JB. It does. That unit right there. It heats and it cools. It heats and it cools. And right now, it's heating. Maybe later in the week, it'll be cooling because it's going to be near 60 by the time we roll into Wednesday. Sunshine today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. Boom. And the temperature keeps climbing each day. Going to be almost 48 today, maybe a little higher. I'm saying we hit 50 today. I'm saying it right now. At what time is it? 8:34. We're going to hit 50 today. We're going to hit the 50. Mushroom weather before too long. Getting close. I think we're a month early, but yeah. Get close. Now all the mushrooms. It's a quest down here, but in places like Michigan and states further north of us, they're so plentiful, people don't even look for them. Waiting for warm weather to shave my beard? I may keep the beard. I'm certainly not going to keep the hair. I said our cancer survivors weekend is, I think, is 4th and 5th. We're doing the Survivors Day and Shave for the Brave on the 4th, and then all day until noon on the 5th. We're going to try to do some sort of an auction or raise money in here for children's cancer research. And what I said was, I'm going to try to let this crap grow until that day. And I mean, honestly, if it wasn't wet and slicked down, you guys, I have more hair than I've got stuff growing down the back, and it's all out of control. And Yeah, I mean, there's people, Teresa, there's people that go up there from here. They'll take trucks with coolers, like lined, and they'll fill every one of them up and just get tired of picking. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Especially on the yellow, with the yellow sponge. I knew a group that would go up every year, drive up there early in the morning, truck loaded with coolers. Steve did. There you go. Yeah, and they'd come home with tons of mushrooms. Nobody, including myself, nobody prepared mushrooms better than your dad did. My dad was a mushroom cook, and man, I've tried to repeat it. I've done the same stuff he did. I've done it to a T. It doesn't taste the same. When Dad made them, you could put them on a sandwich. You can eat them straight off the plate. They were just so good, so yummy. It's a good time of year. I mean, all the seasons are unique and beautiful in their own way, in my opinion. But there's something about it's the love, probably so, Teresa. There's something about the first few days of spring when you can, and I hate to say it like this, but you can smell the newness of the trees and the plants and the bees and the bugs and the grass. And it's like the rebirth of everything. I hate to say it like that because then fall, you're smelling the death of everything. Not really. It's just a different feeling. But no, I am, I don't know if I'm going to keep the beard or not. Some mornings I wake up, I'm like, I'm going back to the goatee. I'm trimming all this down. I don't know. I get told by family members, keep the beard, get rid of the beard, shave the head, keep the hair, get rid of the beard. Yeah, just depends what I'm doing that day. But the one of the valid point, the one lady told me, she said, you're 54, you have brown hair. Enjoy it while you got it. I'm like, she's got a point. Because this is only going to last so much longer. I'm going to wake up one day and I'm going to look like Frosty. I'm going to look like Billy's beard. So, I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to let it ride and see what we got. Don't forget, today between noon and 2ish, I'll be over at Bars on Fire. If not, Jessica will come skin me alive. I want to stop in there, talk to them a little bit, give some info on that. I'm going to charge the iPad, make sure it's up and running. Tomorrow, you look like a salt and pepper shaker. Exactly. I'm 4 years old. I have full silver. There you go. I don't want that. Not yet. Tomorrow, Monday Music Hour. Dallas Hayden will be in studio. And the lovely and talented Rose O'Neill. That's how I'm introducing her from now on, because she is. She's a lovely person, and she's extremely talented. Rose O'Neill. I imagine JB will be in studio, or Scott Wallace will be in here. Rob will be in here. Corey will be in here running the board. Or set tomorrow, Monday Music Hour. Cannot wait for that. So, busy week coming up. It's going to be beautiful Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Plan accordingly. Take the tops off your Jeep. Do what you got to do. Have I been on here an hour? Oh, I still got 10 minutes. I thought I was trying to wrap up early. I can't do that. But you want to get out and enjoy the day. It's going to be magnifico. I may go somewhere and have breakfast. I haven't decided yet. I know I have more coffee somewhere. Anybody got any big plans today? I think Justin's going fishing. Maybe a little chilly. Dallas Hayden and Rose O'Neill will be in studio, Bill. Big Dallas and Rose O'Neill. Don't forget Star Search. Got somebody that want to... You too, Justin. Oh, I got to put my glasses on this. The man. You talk about legendary. Here we go. Bill Deckard. Kevin, good morning, sir. Good morning to you too, Phil. Don't give aging in silver threads a second thought. It's a new experience. Enjoy the ride. Oh. That's awesome. Good morning, Nick. He is, you talk about a wonderful human being right there and his family. I will never forget the kindness that gentleman right there showed. Our very first event on this page was the fundraiser for Matt Stout. And we're about 8 or 9 hours deep into it, and we're dragging. It's hot. It's hot in that room. There's people all the way out to the road. Hundreds of people. And we've got at least 6 hours worth of stuff left to sell still. And I'm like looking around. I don't know if we're going to get through this. This is Sunday night. It's probably 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening. And that man walked in the door and sat down and pulled me by my left arm over, and he goes, "You're going to go over $10,000 tonight." And we were like at 6 right there. He stayed in there with us for 2-3 hours, if not longer, and changed the whole outlook of the evening. His voice is magical. It always has been. And what a night it turned into. And I think we cleared 12,000 that night. But that was an amazing act. He didn't have to come down there. He was engaging online with us the whole time. He didn't have to come down there, but he did. That's a good question, Susan. Anybody carrying the idol tonight, watching Rose Journey? I may ask that somebody make a post of that on the site, and we'll approve it and get it going. Phil's a wonderful man and a great family, and you always hear someone say that guy would do anything for you. Take the shirt off his back. In the dictionary, it should say C. Phil Deckard, because he's been kind to myself and my family for a very, very, very long time. Tracy, that first auction at the end of the night when we were done, there wasn't a dry eye in the place. Matt was loved by all of us. He grew up with Billy and Dean, and that's just he was a good dude. And I still remember I was driving to pick up Devin in Muncie. She went to that science academy up there, and I would pick her up on Friday nights and Sundays. And I was like, it's about halfway there, and I got the phone call. And that just, but Phil came in and turned that whole evening around. I don't know. Nothing but respect for that man. And I've it's not like that was my first interaction. I actually rented off Phil. He actually was did our wedding when I was married back then. A lot of respect for Mr. Deckard. And I guarantee you can call him up and say, hey, Phil, I need A, B, or C. Can you help me out? He may not be able to help you out completely, but he's certainly going to give you directions where to go. Anyway, Teresa, you found us anyway, and maybe you're here right at the right time when we need you. And for that, we say thank you. And you are one of our major sponsors. Teresa Mesmer, Fathom Real Estate, 765-341-8911. I'll get in trouble without my glasses on. For the most part, most everybody that was with us at that auction has stayed with us throughout the time. I mean, not every, like 10 people on now, and not everybody gets on at the same time. We understand that. But the majority of everybody that found us that day has stayed with us. And you don't know how much I appreciate that, because when I go in to talk, say, hey, we got a new sponsor, we don't want to talk to them, that's the first thing they notice. And I'm not, these aren't my words. You guys are like the number one media outlet in all of Morgan County. And unfortunately, I wish we could be that way all the time, 24/7, because we do have a large following. If you look at our page, we have tons of businesses on there. We have schools, we have churches, we have fine individuals like Mr. Deckard, just all up and down. Teresa, all up and down the page. Thanks, Mike. Love you too, sir. No, Phil, those are true words, buddy, because that's what kind of man you are, and you have been. It's not like this is how you are to everybody, not just me. And I was glad you're on to hear that, because those are from the heart, man. That's one good dude right there. So it's important to me. I lost my train of thought. Phil will do that to you. That guy can read long division and make it sound good. I'm telling you, he's got the. So it's important to us that you guys all stay with us, and the appreciation we have for all you guys that have been, from Larry to Teresa and to Bob, some of our sponsors, Mr. Stead, on down the line. It's so cool to go out in public and they say, hey, I heard you guys talking about our business, or that stuff. They want to hear that stuff. 100%, Nick. 100%. Got about a minute, so let's do this today. You know it's going to be nice. You know it's going to be near 50 today, and sunshine. God has blessed us with a beautiful day. The last day of the week, and pretty much we're wrapping up February. What is today? 27th. We're almost done with Feb. Everybody needs some sunshine in their lives, especially with what's going on in the world today. Go out today and be kind. Be kind. Do an act of kindness. It's maybe something simple. Buy the food for the person behind you in line. Open a door for a stranger. Say hello to someone you don't know. Smile. If I can do it, you can do it. Maybe after another cup of coffee I can do it, but if I can do it, you can do it. Enjoy the day. Hang out with your family and friends. Watch Rose tonight on American Idol. She'll be in here tomorrow night. We love her. We wish her nothing but the best. But as I said earlier, I don't need somebody to tell me from a half a country away, telling me whether she's good or bad. She's an outstanding person, an extremely talented individual, and we love her for that, and we can't wait to have her in here tomorrow night. Love you guys. Be safe. Pray for our country. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble today. Bill Martin, stay out of trouble today. Try not to upset any NASCAR fans or anything. You too, Bill. You have a good day, buddy. Love you guys, and we will see you soon.